Hey folks, what's up? So this week we've got some really cool events that are going on. We've got an amazing sale on a book that I have been dying to read, so I want to jump into that. And I mean that's pretty much it. But it's going to be a nice light show, and I'm excited about this. Do you feel it? Because we need a bit of a light show. We needed something that's a little not as heavy. Cool. All right. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey folks, what's up? Welcome to the Hungry Bleak Show. I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room. You can take that however you like. Welcome once again. It's Friday. The weather's been kind of nice here in Jersey, but by the time this video goes out, because I am pre-recording, it will probably be chilly again. I got my grocery shopping today done by sunrise, 7 a.m. I was out of the store by 7 a.m. Beautiful. I was out maybe 6:50 a.m. Absolutely love it. My grocery store opens at 6. Love getting in there, getting my groceries going. Awesome. So I can get home, take care of things, and then read comics on a new comic book day, which is the day that I'm actually doing this is on Wednesday. That's outstanding. I hope you all have been well. I hope you're drinking water, taking your vitamins, taking your meds, whether it's for a physical, mental, or emotional ailment. You know, I'm not trying to police you. I just want you to be the best you that you can be because you have earned it. And you need that. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get into it. So comic book news, we have some events. One that I've talked about before and another one that I just found out about maybe this week or last week. So first up, we're going to talk about Brooklyn Comic Con. This one I've been talking about for a bit because I want people to go, and plus it's in Brooklyn. Brooklyn! It's awesome. So this is an event that's been going on for a few years now. I have not been able to go. Every time it's been up, I've had something else that has come up, or life just has been going whatever which way, unfortunately. But glad it's back. The citizens of Brooklyn. I don't think I can do that while wearing Chucks. I'm not sure. I think I have to be wearing Tim's to be doing. I'm not sure. I have to read the guidelines for that. I'm not really sure. Anyway, this is a great event. I love seeing the promotion for it. All the cosplayers and vendors and everything, and the attendees. Looks like just a cool and fun event. This is going to be on June 6th, which is a Saturday. They still have applications, I believe, and tickets obviously still available. It just looks like amazing. I know they have actually like live professional wrestling as well, which yes, near and dear to my heart. They've got a bit of everything there, from gaming to comics to cosplay to special guests. It's awesome thing to do. Professional wrestling, video game. I mean, are you serious? Professional wrestling? Absolutely, yes. They might even have Power Pro Lucha might make an appearance. They are an East Coast indie federation. Hopefully they'll be in the building, and because I got to interview someone from there, one of their wrestlers, and it was just such a huge and fun thing for me to do, obviously because I'm a professional wrestling fan, and I was a little geeked out as well doing it. So that was pretty cool. Thank you obviously to Black Sci-Fi.com and Black Sci-Fi TV for that. Truly appreciate it. So yes, this will be going on June 6th. It will be starting. I don't know why I got a list when I said 6th like that. It starts at 11:30 a.m. and it goes to 8 p.m. That evening, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, very cool event, very fun. Always looks great whenever I see pictures and everything. I'm dying to go. I want to go. Maybe this year I'll be able to go, possibly. We'll find out what happens, folks. We will see. So now, not to be undone, there's also another event on that Saturday. My God, they're stacking up. This one is Jersey. This is Capital City AnimeFest. I think this is actually the first or second year that it's actually going to be taking place. I'm kind of excited about that. That's a very beautiful thing. Yeah, so this is it. First off, I absolutely love the poster for it, the pictures, everything. Absolutely love that. So if you're not so much into comics, like Brooklyn Comic Con, obviously it's Brooklyn Comic Con. There's comics, gaming, obviously going to be cosplay. There will be some anime to be there. I'm getting from people doing anime stuff and dressing up as anime characters, but professional wrestling. This one is primarily anime. So comics aren't your thing or what have you, but you really dig anime and everything. This one is pretty much anime and gaming, which I love. And this is going to be at the Mercer County Community College James Kearney campus. Whoo, that's a lot to say, my God, but love it. Yeah, so this is going to be on June 6th as well. So you have options. I absolutely love the fact that you have options to go to either one, and they both will have kind of, a bit of a different feel for it as well. This one is in Jersey. Like I said, I believe this is the first year that's been happening, so the first or second year. I think it's amazing. I love seeing new cons pop, especially one that's based here in Jersey. And I think it's amazing. Keynote that the art that's done for this, notice that they're anime characters, but they're darker skinned, black. I absolutely love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Whether they're black or whether they're Afro Latino, Afro Latinx, or if they are like, what have you, just the fact that they're darker skin really appeals and shows me something. Excuse me, especially because we have a lot of anime manga fans who are black. You see it more and more every year. We're making up big numbers by watching anime, reading manga. I mean, Jabba herself is a big manga reader. She's actually applying to go to this one. So hopefully she will be able to be taken in, be a vendor there. I mean, 9 times out of 10 she probably will be because she's awesome and she's a definite con goer. She's got a lot of tables under her belt. That sounded like that sounds like a weird thing to say. Who has a bunch of tables under their belt? That's a weird thing. But I didn't want to say notches because that made her sound like a gunslinger. And she's a peaceful person until you provoke her, which I do constantly. But no, this is a great event. I love seeing anything like this. I can't wait for her feedback on it when she is accepted. But yes, more events like this. It's nice to have I love a multi-day con. Great, beautiful, you go. But I also love having a one-day con. And if you're just starting out, one day is good. See where you're at, later on down the line. Excuse me, folks, a couple years down the line. See where you're at and go from there. But yes, congratulations to them for being able to throw the event. I can't even imagine throwing or creating a whole con. And I've known a couple of people who have done it, and I'm always in awe of the whole thing. So congratulations to that, especially, again, it being based in Jersey. I'm very excited for you all, for everyone who's going to be there and the people who are going to be showing up and having fun. Outstanding. So those are all the events that we have that are going on as far as comic book news and what have you. Although there is Awesome Con, which is actually going to be this weekend. To anyone who is going, please, safe travels to you, safe and speedy travels. Have a great time. Enjoy it. Enjoy the cosplay. Enjoy the vendors. Enjoy other attendees and having fun, everything like that. Enjoy yourselves. Please be safe as always. Go back and check out some of our older videos about our 10 tips for going to a con, whether you are an attendee or whether you are for a vendor as well, or exhibitor. We had a great list that myself and Java did on some things that we really think are important for you to do while you're there. So absolutely fine. Wonderful. Great. Excuse me, folks. It's been a long morning already. Like I said, I've been up since 3 o'clock. But that doesn't stop because we've got a Kickstarter to talk about. Yes. So you all know I love talking about Kickstarters and being able to promote them in whatever way I possibly can because I think it's so very important. Well, this Kickstarter is for Midnight Comics, and this is Tales from Midnight, 5-year omnibus. First off, congratulations on having an omnibus, and for that, a 5-year omnibus. Phenomenal work. I'm still new to Midnight Comics, but I'm so excited. I am so beyond excited for them. So this is collect every story from Atlanta's premier Black family-owned indie comic book and manga publisher. You all know how much I love that, being a family-owned business in comics. I always talk about Unstoppable Comics. They're the ones I think of first, but now I get to think of Midnight Comics in that same vein. 5 years and counting. Beyond 5 years. We're talking 10, 15, 20 years. That's what I see for Midnight Comics. I had the amazing pleasure when I had to when I was blessed to moderate the panel for VirtuousCon, and I was able to speak to one half of Midnight Comics, speaking to her, and uh, it just gives me a beautiful understanding of. Well, I think I went off the page by accident, folks. I apologize. It gives me a great new and understanding for everything that's there under their roof, because I read Gray and I really enjoyed it. But then speaking with Natasha, and she's also the editor and as well as a writer, and that gives me such a love for comics when the people who are doing it, especially again a family-owned publisher, and they're doing multiple jobs and wearing multiple hats. You see the creativity that's there, you see the passion, you see the fire, and you see the quality of work that's there. So I love the fact of being able to get everything in one omnibus. I love a trade, a tome, a collection, an omnibus. I love it. So to have that will be great, and it'll help me to get even more immersed into Midnight Comics, which is a publisher that I'm enjoying, especially from their social media. I'm enjoying it very much. The way they have conversations with each other, and they'll ask each other questions, everything while on there. I've actually gotten more into that than into their comics, which is odd, because I've been following them for a while, and I love the interaction that they have, not just as a couple, but as creatives and as people who are behind the scenes, but also the faces of Midnight Comics. Sometimes that personal interaction, that personal connection, is what makes me go, yeah, I need to check this out, and I need to go there. And that love and passion and knowledge and skill and talent is what will keep me coming back. And now that I see this omnibus, perfect time, jump right in and go. So we still have 25 days. Well, by the time this comes out, you'll have 23 days. I want to say, yeah, 23 days for the Kickstarter. Please go and check it out for the Tales from Midnight 5-year omnibus. Basically, I'm going to read it from here. Over the 5 years, we've been able to release 9 titles, publish 13 books with another nearing completion now, and we've been able to take part, in a crossover, bringing 2 more books into the Midnight camp. Astounding. All these titles and opportunities that have allowed us to become Atlanta's first and largest Black family-owned indie comic book and manga publisher. I love that. I absolutely love that. Growing, expanding, what have you. Amazing. Midnight Comics is officially 5 years old, and we're making this milestone with something epic. A 630-page hardcover omnibus collecting everything we've done. I love a hardcover. My coffee table needs another one. So absolutely outstanding. I love having these, but also having the digitals to be able to read. But the hardcover, having it on my coffee table to show and read, especially from Black creatives, absolutely phenomenal. This was a no-brainer for me. So yes, go check out Tales from Midnight 5-year omnibus on Kickstarter. You will not be disappointed. And go follow them on Instagram, please. I absolutely love their interaction and how they are together. Like I said, not just from a couple standpoint, but also from creatives. I think it's just beautiful to see, and it makes me feel good to go with that. All right, so that's what we have for Kickstarter, and that's what we have for for Kickstarter as well. I don't have any reviews. Like I said, it's gonna be a very light show, but I do have something. I haven't really brought anything up like this in a while, but folks, I've got it. I've got Geeking on a Budget. You know how it is. Pockets are tight. We got a lot going on. Price of gas and oil, eggs, everything. Everything is going up in price. Everything's going up in price. But when I spot a sale, I gotta hit you up on it. So the novel that I was checking out is I, Medusa. This is one that has been out. Trying to think, maybe since 2025, possibly. Let me see what the actual date is. Yeah, November 18th of 2025. So this is a novel that's come out. Excuse me. Newer one, and this is from Ayana Gray. I don't even remember how. I think I may have seen this on IG, possibly, maybe. Sounds about right, does it? Yeah, sure. All right, whatever. So I saw it. I was like, okay, bet. You know, let me check this out. And I was not disappointed because, oops, because it's actually on sale for right now. I'm not sure how long the sale's going to last, but it's on sale on Kindle. It is on sale for $1.99, folks. $1.99. $1.99. Yeah, so it's $1.99, which is great because I believe it's only $15 to $20, I want to say. So the digital is $2. $2, folks. Absolutely great. This is basically the story of Medusa, but spun into a different way which I love the idea of Medusa not just being this villain that we see in Clash of the Titans. There's actually a depth to it because, you know, when the gods transform you, like when the Greek gods would transform you into something, it was out of them being petty because they didn't like you because you were beautiful or you were brave or something. And they were particularly horrible to women. Let's be honest. They were particularly horrible to women, especially Zeus. Zeus was committing all types of atrocities just because he wanted to get it in. It was horrible. So what is it? This is Gray's twist on Medusa in Greek mythology. And it's a tale of like revenge and you know, the gods always there, but to show Medusa as a prominent character, as a lead character, is incredible. So basically I'll read you the this little synopsis here. All right. Her locks are, she's obviously going to be a beautiful character, and the gods are jealous of anyone beautiful. So because she's so beautiful, she ends up being transformed, and her locks that she has are actually turned into snakes. And she's being punished. Again, the gods are petty. And so she ends up being able to obviously turn people to stone. But there's going to be a revenge story because she becomes like this kind of vigilante character. I can't wait to dive into this. There's an audiobook as well. Obviously, there's a print book as well. But if you're a Kindle reader and you want a novel that's new and a different take, and you enjoy Greek mythology, but you want to see a different spin on the character, especially Medusa. Medusa is a very interesting character. As I get older, I gravitate more towards characters like that. Like, why did they do that to you? Because the gods were petty. The gods are very petty. So yes, $2. I, Medusa on Kindle. Go check it out. I'm gonna keep clapping. I don't know why. Thank you very much. So that is my geeking on a budget. I need to find more geeking on a budget stuff, you know. But nowadays, everything's so damn expensive. It hurts. It literally hurts. Physically hurts. It's crazy. But on that note, folks, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything for food. I need to get out and go get some food. There's a place near me called First Watch, where they do breakfast, brunch, and lunch. I need to go check them out. I want to see what they've got as far as brunch. Y'all know I'm trying to lose some weight, so I haven't been eating as many pancakes. I know it's wild, but I haven't been eating as many pancakes. Been trying to stay off of potato. I don't really eat potatoes, and y'all know I love me some potatoes. Crazy. Haven't really eaten potatoes, pancakes, pasta. I'm trying to stay away from. I'm trying to lean because I mean I'm a broad thick. Watch selves. I'm a broad, thick kind of built guy, so I'm trying to lean out a little bit, especially during the spring and summer. When it gets hotter, I want to be a little more cooler and such. So doing that, but I've been cooking so much at home and vegetables and proteins and just trying to lean myself out. But I do like to go out so often. And this is a new place. They actually not new. maybe about a year or two they've been near me, and I just haven't gone in, haven't had the time or the excuse me, or the ability to. But I need to go check it out. But in a few weeks, I will be up in New York, and I want to try someplace new. But then again, I want to go to Melba's because I haven't been to Melba's in maybe a year and change, and I need to go. And I think I'm going to end up going, getting that chicken and waffles, maybe that turkey meatloaf. We'll see what happens. But yes, food is always on my mind. I've been cooking. Last thing I cooked that I really enjoyed was chicken noodle soup. Very basic, but it's something that can fulfill your soul. And it was during the cold, or that winter stuff that we had, the blizzards and everything. Definitely hit the mark. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. But there are also comics that have been out that came out this week. Some of the comics that came out this week, we actually have X-Men United. You know, that from Evel Ewing. Like I said, that's the one that's been hitting my heart, obviously, because it's Evel Ewing. I'm always going to be a fan. That's one of the ones that I picked up. I also picked up Tigress Island, which is from Image, and that's Patrick Kidian, I want to say the name is. I'm trying to think of what else has come out this week. Oh my goodness, from AWA, Black Moon Ritual, I think might be the name of the comic. I think I know, I have no notifications for it. Yeah, Black Moon Ritual, which is from their this new like collection that they have from AW. It's the Protopias collection. They have a series of comics that are, and it's like the opposite of dystopian future. It's where, you know, technology is very helpful. Like, you can still have conflicts, but it's an age where things are better. It hasn't gotten like dark, like say like if Trump was to become king. I don't even know where to go with that. Things like that. So this is the latest in that. I think there may be 5 or 6 other comics like that. It's almost like an anthology series, where each one is set in this same world, I want to say. Excuse me. And that's very interesting to me to see the opposite of not a dystopian future, but this future where things are beneficial. This is actually the cover of it. I'm going to show you. The cover looks absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely phenomenal, and that's the cover. It just looks so great. Also, Black Surfer. I love that. That's just awesome to me. You know, and the artist. Oh, by the way, I didn't know she was the artist for this. Aletha Martinez. Y'all already know. I gotta be, yes, absolutely. Aletha Martinez. Absolutely, I'm down. Yes. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. And lettering. Come on, say it with me. And world design. Already know I'm in this. Like, yes, that's all I need. I was already into this, but then seeing Aletha Martinez, yeah, I'm gonna go and read this and read a couple other things. Yeah, but I'm excited. We've got, like I said, X-Men United, Tigress. There was a new Punisher series that started as well that I want to check out. I know the Punisher for some people is hit or miss, no pun intended. But it's a character that's very interesting to me. The Punisher and Moon Knight are very interesting characters to me for their thought process, their methodology, and their compulsion. Yeah, very interesting to me. But I'm gonna go check these comics out because, ooh, what? Oh, actually, let me show you the cover for Tigress Island. This one looks kind of cool too. I believe it's about these women on this kind of prison island, and you know, having to escape and having, you know, that whole dynamic. Oh, almost like the old kind of like 60s and 70s kind of prison movies, I want to say it's supposed to be like. So I'm going to be checking that out as well. I got a lot to read, folks. I got a lot to read, and I'm going to go get into that like right about now. So on that note, You all have a very good evening or day, whatever. Enjoy it. Please be safe. Do what you can to just make it a better day for yourself and your family and your loved ones. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm going to drink my iced almond latte here in my Brooklyn Defender mug, which is Kyrie Randolph art. I also have a t-shirt to match because if I have like 4 Kyrie Randolph t-shirts, I think, and I'm not mad at that at all. Folks, have a good one. Enjoy it. Please be safe. And as always, fuck Trump and abolish ICE. I'm out of here. Peace.